So they worked out a non-prosecution agreement with Jeffrey Epstein, and then they sealed it. Now, there's a law called the Victim Crime Right Act. And according to that law, when victims of crimes get to follow the adjudication of their perpetrator and actually get to confront their perpetrator. But the Department of Justice bypassed all of that and sealed that agreement. And then it was appealed, and the judge in Florida, Judge Mara, ultimately wanted to unseal it, but then the feds appealed his decision, and it was decided in the 11th Circuit. And the 11th Circuit said these documents should be unsealed. And it's a treasure trove. I've got like emails between the Assistant U.S. Attorney Anne-Marie Villafana and Jay Lefkowitz, who's one of Epstein's attorney. The deal that they put together was so dirty. Anne-Marie Villafana, in an email, says to Jay Lefkowitz, there's one magistrate that will sign off on this, and we have to go before him. So they eventually got their magistrate. But what happened with that deal is not only were the victims they weren't given any kind of say into what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, but that document gave blanket immunity to all of Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators. Blanket immunity. Everyone.
But they didn't name them, did they?
They named a number of them. Yeah.
4 that were named, and then others who were unnamed. Is that correct?
So yes, there were 4 that were named, but then it's very definitive. It gave blanket immunity to everybody, anybody that was associated with Jeffrey Epstein. So after that, the feds made a deal with the state, and Epstein was supposed to get 18 months, and then he served 13. And he would go out during the day, and he would actually molest underage girls while he was.
He only had to be in the cell at night.
At night, yes. So he would molest underage girls when he was ostensibly incarcerated. That deal is so dirty. And then Alexander Acosta he was a U.S. attorney for the Southern District. He was getting vetted by the Trump administration as labor secretary. And he was asked, why did you go so light on Epstein? And he said, I was told that Jeffrey Epstein was intelligence, and I had to stand down. It was above my pay grade. There's only, and I looked into this, and I've talked to various legal scholars, there's only 2 people in the government that can tell a U.S. attorney to stand down. One is the attorney general, and one is the president. And this was in 2007. So the attorney general was Alberto Gonzales, and the president was George Bush II. And I can't imagine that an attorney general is going to tell a U.S. attorney to cover up a nationwide pedophile network without getting the okay from his boss, the president. He's not going to go out on a limb like that. So the Epstein case was covered up at the very apex of the Bush II administration. And then the Obama administration continued to cover up in the Biden administration and also the Trump administration.